Hey guys, it's me, Terry of the Yarnjoy podcast. Just coming on to make a little video today to share with you some happy mail that I received and also an acquisition that I made from an online company. And so let's get started and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this happy mail was a big box that came from, I believe it's Peggy, one of my viewers. So sweet of you, Peggy, for sending this package to me. Now I'm saying I think it's Peggy because the return address was pretty smudged, and so I'm not sure, but I think that's what it says on the box. But you know who you are, and I thank you so much for thinking of me and sending me this awesome box. Okay, so in the box was some yarn. Okay, so 4 skeins of this sachet yarn. This one is Red Heart Boutique Sachet Sequins, okay? And let's see, can you see there are, yeah, there's some shiny sparkles in there, so there are some sequins that are attached to the yarn. Now, yarn. I've never used this. Now, I have used sachet yarn before. I'm trying to get a section of it out here, yeah. I have used sachet yarn before. But I have not used this one with the sequins on it. See, it's this mesh, and you can separate the mesh out and then just hook through one piece of it and then crochet, and you can make those ruffle scarves. Let's see, does this one have a picture of a ruffle scarf? No, this one, oh, I wonder if the pattern is on here. It's like a, let's see what it says. Pattern on the back. Oh, good. And it only takes 1 ball to do it. So maybe I'll make that project. It's like a infinity scarf type thing. I think that's what that is. I think maybe I'll do that. I think it'd be very pretty in this blue color. This color is called, Mediterranean. And I do love blues and greens and tropical colors. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll make that project on the ball, because it says it takes 1 ball of yarn, and it says it's on the label. So anyway, so I got 1 ball of this. Okay, now like I said, what I was saying is you can make the ruffle scarves out of it, and I will show you because there's a picture of one on this other skein. And then, so there was 2 skeins. I think this is the same, except one doesn't have a label. This is Red Heart Boutique Sachet Sparkle. This one says sequins. This one says sparkle. Okay, and it's black, but the edging has a silver sparkle to it. And let's see what it's called. It's called black. Anyway, so there is that. And then this one, there's no ball band for this one, but it's the same as this. So I'm assuming that it is Red Heart Boutique Sparkle. And it is in kind of a raspberry color, I guess you'd say. I don't know if that's raspberry. It's kind of a red, but it's kind of a country red, maybe. I'm not sure what you call that color. Anyway, so on the label here, it shows you a picture of the traditional ruffle scarves that a lot of people used to make those. They may still make them. But anyway, that's where you have to use, like I was saying, you separate this, or you open up the mesh and you work with it like that. But I'm wondering how it would be to use it just together, you know, and crochet like that. Interesting. I might try that. In fact, this pattern right here may be the way that is worked. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it closer. Okay, and then there was one more, and this is, now I've never seen this before. This says it came from Big Lots, okay, and it's called, the label's coming off of it here. It is called Yarn La Scarf, and it says 1 ball makes 1 complete scarf, and so it's more of the sachet type yarn. It does have some, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, see, it does have some sparkles to it, and it is also a red, but it's more like a fuchsia color versus this one. See, very pretty colors. And so anyway, it's the same type of that mesh sachet yarn. So thank you so much for sending me the yarn. I really appreciate it. I like, I will enjoy playing with them and making some projects with it. Okay, now the next items that she put in the box was all of these. Let me pick them up. All of these magazine and pattern leaflets, and they are all vintage type patterns. I call them vintage. And there's a lot of thread type patterns. There's doilies, but like I said, there's magazines that use both the thread and the yarn and has different types of projects. Here is a Christmas leaflet, and it's all Christmas stockings that are crocheted. Like I said, there's several Afghan magazines. Now I've looked through most of these. I haven't sat down and looked at all of them yet, but I am really enjoying looking at these patterns. Very, very cool. This one, let's see. Another magazine. Let's see. Yeah, another magazine. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, look at this. This shawl. And this shows you that even though they're vintage patterns, some just never go out of style. Look at that shawl. Isn't that pretty? It's like it's a pineapple stitch, I believe. Very pretty. Yeah, that would be very pretty. Very romantic looking. Look at this little girl. Look at that outfit. Now that's definitely a vintage outfit right there. Very cool. I enjoy looking at these vintage patterns. It's fun. And then there's several Afghan type books. This was called McCall's Handcrafts Afghans. And then there's two or three of these magazines. They're just called Country Afghans. And like I said, they're Afghan patterns. That's why they're called Country Afghans. But very neat patterns. Oh, look at this. It's not all Afghans, because here's a baby sweater. It's really cute right there. And I really like this baby blanket right here. It's made like out of hexagons and half hexagons. That would be a really interesting pattern to make. I may make that one. I'm definitely going to bookmark that, because I think that would be a very pretty baby blanket. And let's see, another Country Afghan book. Here's one that's all crochet thread. Now this book actually does look familiar. I don't have the book, but I think I remember seeing this book back in, let me see when it was published. 1994, yeah. So I was thinking that I recognized this book. Here's some of the patterns. There's towel edgings, very pretty. Okay, more crocheted edgings, patterns. There's a leaflet. Now this one really reminded me of what it called, Blast from the Past. I don't know, but I had this book a long time ago. I remember this. I don't remember when I bought it, but I remember having this book, and I don't have it anymore though. But it's wreaths that are made out of the crochet thread. In fact, I made. Let me try to remember which one I made. I think I made this one right here, and I had it for a long time. And it was made out of crochet, yeah, because it's made out of crochet thread. And my husband took a wire coat hanger and bent it into a ring that I put the wreath on. And I don't know what happened to it. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Let me see when this was published. It was published, 1994 also. But that's cool. There's a pretty Christmas one. That would be a pretty door wreath. Okay, let's see. And then there's some little small booklets. This one says crochet edgings. Here's a bunch of, let's see, these are sweaters. It says classic sweatering. Look at the cables on that. Very cool. Here's not a sweater, but a cardigan's open down the front. I don't make many wearables just because where I live here in Texas is it's most of the time it's really hot. And so you, even in the winter, you know, we'll have some days that are cold, but not very many of them. And so I don't make many wearables, but they're awesome patterns. Let's see, here's tablecloths and bedspreads. And it's like the lace, very vintagey patterns. Yeah, I mean, look, here's a tablecloth. Very cool. I really enjoyed sitting down and looking through these patterns too. And some of these don't go out of style, you know. Just change up the colors and the way you use it, and it's be good to go. Sometimes you can use things, pieces of patterns, and make something else. Here's a doily. I really like this. I may try this one. It is, if the pattern's in here, they're talking about it. I guess the pattern's in here. I haven't looked through this book. It's this one. It's called Making Memories, the Past, Present, and Future of Thread Crochet. But there is a doily in here. I'm hoping the pattern, because I like this one. I'm hoping, I'll have to look at it closer. I'm hoping the pattern is in here, but it's this one right here. It's the hummingbird. Isn't that pretty? And I wouldn't necessarily make it to put out on a table, but that would be a very pretty piece to crochet and then frame it, you know, putting on top of a black background and framing it. That would be very pretty. And I used to collect hummingbirds. I don't anymore because I got so many hummingbirds. I don't have any place to put them anymore. But I used to collect hummingbirds, and I still do love hummingbirds. And so that would remind me of that. My grandmother used to collect hummingbirds, so I guess that's why I took it from her, I guess, because she used to collect hummingbirds. Okay, and then there's 2 or 3 of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 of these Red Heart Crochet with Heart magazines. And they have Afghan patterns, cardigan. This one looks familiar. I think I remember seeing this hat and scarf set like in some other place, I think. Anyway, another one of those, Crochet with Heart. This one, I recognize that Pansy Afghan. I think I've seen that one before in some other book. But really cute. Here's a rug, really nice rug right there. And look at the teddy bear, isn't that cute? And then there was a bunch of leaflets, and there's a whole bunch of these crocheted collars. Do you remember those? Wasn't that like maybe in the 80s there was kind of a fad to make the crocheted collars? Let me see when this is published. Yeah, 1986. This one back when I was in high school and college. But there's several of these crocheted collar patterns, leaflets. And like I said, this was really reminded me of, you know, back in the day, back when I was in high school, because it was a real popular design. But I was thinking, I know they're not in style right now, but some of these I was thinking that you probably could go and use the pattern, like these that pineapple one right there. Use the pattern and you make it like an edging, or maybe even use it as like a border or something, like around an Afghan or something, you know. You don't have to make a collar out of it. Here's another one. Crocheted collars. I think I even remember when they would take like, is there a picture? No. They would take like sweatshirts and you would like cut the necks out of them or something, and then they would attach and replace it with crocheted pieces, I think, and maybe they were collars. Seemed like I remember seeing that done a few times. Like I said, it's kind of a blast from the past. I've enjoyed looking at these patterns. Here's pineapple. My other grandmother Yeah, not the one that collected the hummingbirds, but that was my dad's mom. My mom's mom was a crocheter. She taught herself, and she would make doilies, so she would use the thread mostly. And she loved the pineapple stitch. That was one of her favorites. Here's a magazine that was it's called Crochet Thread. This magazine I kinda remember this one possibly. There's not a date, but I'm thinking this was maybe from the 80s. No, 1990. Yeah. Anyway, look at this cute little girl. Anyway, this is all doilies right there. I used to have a doily book. I don't remember if I still have it or not, but it's not this one. There's table runners and the actual doilies. Very vintage looking black and white pictures. Very cool. So thank you so much. I think it's Peggy, but thank you so much. You know who you are. I really appreciate you sending me all of these books. They've been so fun to go and look through all these different pattern leaflets, and I'm sure that will be some that I can either use as written or adapt and just use some of the design. This is bags and purses, purses and rugs. Here's pillows. Aren't those pretty? So thank you so much for thinking of me and passing these along. I really appreciate it. Floral designs. Here's more doilies. I think I remember seeing this book somewhere back in the day. Leaflets. Ooh, shawls. Very pretty. This one's called This and That. Oh, look at these crochet pot holders right there. Aren't those cute? Very vintage. And Christmas crochet. And there's a few Christmas ornaments. I really like this angel right here. It says I think it said it was a tree topper, but I really like that. Okay, so that was my Happy Mail that I received from Peggy. Now, I also I'm hoping it's Peggy. I also went online. I saw this ad for the website called MadamSew, and I was looking at it, MadamSew, MadamSew, okay, .com. And I was looking, and there was, this is what attracted me, is this, I love sewing machine gadgets. This one was a seam guide ruler, okay? And so you got this, and then you also got the little magnetic guide that goes with it. And let me show you what it is. I thought it would be real handy to, if there's pieces that you maybe, if you're a sewer and you like to maybe do some quilting and you're not real good at it, this is a way maybe to be able to space out your quilting lines maybe, I'm not sure. But it's pretty cool. It has this, it's got measurements on it, and there's little holes in it. And what you do is you put this under the presser foot, and if you want to sew 1 3/8 from the edge of your fabric, so you go to the little hole there that says 1 3/8, right? I don't know if you can see that. It's right above my finger. There's a little hole there. So you would put the sewing machine needle through that hole, okay? And then wherever it lands, then okay, so I don't know how to explain it. Okay, you put this under the presser foot, and you put the needle through the hole from whatever margin you want, okay? And then you put this magnetic piece, and you put it right up against that ruler, and then that way this will stick to your machine, okay? Then you take this, of course, you take this out, and then this is left there, and you just run your fabric right up against the edge of this magnetic piece, okay? And that will help you keep your seams straight, I hope. And also, you know that if it was 1 3/8, then you know that you are sewing 1 3/8 from the edge of the fabric if you running it alongside this guard right here. So I thought that was really neat. So I'm going to try that out. Okay. So then, of course, I had to look at the website once I saw that item and see if there was anything else I wanted to buy. And there was. And so these snaps right here, Here's the pictures of them. But it's the snaps that have the rings, and I do use these. See the bottom, see the pieces there? Don't want to make a mess with it. But it came in this case, okay? And I use these. Let me show you. Okay, so this is one of the Christmas bags I've been making. And so see, just to show you, I hadn't really showed a complete bag yet. But these are the Christmas bags that I've been making. And as you can see on the flap, I put a snap, see that snap? And it's a ring, see? Okay, so I get these, normally I get them, I got them Hobby Lobby. But all the Hobby Lobby has is these silver ones. See the silver colored ones, okay? They have silver ones and then they have white ones. And I've used the white ones for if it's a spring type colored bag, but I really didn't want to use the white on here, so I used the silver. I was really wanting to find some black ones, and I've never been able to find the black snaps, okay? I've seen pearl ones, solid, not the rings. But anyway, the reason that I ordered this is because it was cheaper. You got a whole bunch of them, see? The pieces. But also, the rings, do it this way. The rings, you get a bunch of colors, and I've never seen all these other colors that you can get the snaps in. There's purple and blue and green, orange, pink, yellow, red, you know, so I really like the selection of colors that they came in, and I can't remember how much this cost, but I do remember working out the price, and it was a whole lot cheaper than buying a package that was like $3.99 or something at Hobby Lobby. You got like 7 snaps in there, and this one you get like, I want to say 15, I'm not sure. I want to say maybe 10 or 15 of each color. I think it's 10 of each color with all the parts and all the pieces. And anyway, it worked out cheaper. So, and I have one of these tools, so I didn't have to get the tool, okay? And then, so I ordered that, and then the other thing I purchased was these. Now, I have not tried these, but I was thinking that this would be very good to use like in small sewing projects, like little wallets and pouches and things. But it's the plastic buttons. Can you see those? And it has all different colors, lots of colors. And now this one, it took a different tool, and I went ahead and ordered it. It was a set. You got the tool and you got these plastic snaps, okay? So here's the tool. And like I said, I should have looked up the prices. I didn't, but I'll put a link below in the description box what I ordered. Not affiliated with MadamSew, but and maybe I'll look on. Well, I was just about to say I could look on Amazon and see, but anyway, I'll put a link to these. And now, I did, every time I order online, just a budget tip, every time I order online, I always look up to see if I can find a coupon code. So I just did a search for, this was MadamSew.com, so I put MadamSew coupon codes. And I found a coupon code, and I think it was 20% off or something. And so I saved like an additional $12 or something like that, $12 or $13. And I believe the shipping was free because of the amount that I ordered. I got free shipping. But anyway, I'm anxious to try these out. Like I said, I've never used these plastic snaps. I'm hoping they're going to be really sturdy, but we'll see. But I was thinking that they would be good to use on just the little notions pouch, or you know, a little project that you can use scrap pieces of fabric. You know, your small pieces, use them up. So, anyway, that's what I ordered from MadamSew.com. Not affiliated, but I'll let you know how I'm liking these products once I start using them. And then that was my Happy Mail that I received from a sweet viewer. So, that's it. I'm going to cut this video off, and then I'm going to be making another video showing my Hobby Lobby haul. And so, be on the lookout for that. It might be posted tomorrow instead of today. This one will go out today, which is Monday, June, what is it, 21st? Yes, 21st, first day of summer for us. Anyway, So be looking for that other video as well. So thanks guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.